Action.
I hate Spotify. May I tell you why? So I'm in the shower and I'm trying to listen to some sexy songs. The new album by Drake. Like, that sounds terrible. Like, please don't judge me. A grown man in the shower getting all suds up, listening to some sexy songs for Drake. And so I'm trying to listen to Spotify. You know, Spotify, if you don't pay for it, they do the thing where they bounce around and play all different types of songs. And so it starts off with Drake and it starts off terrible. So before I say I hate Spotify, I didn't really like the way the Drake album started. Some of them sexy songs for you. It wasn't made for me. Maybe it was made for a lady or his lady friends or something like this here, right? And so now, as I'm trying to listen to this terrible album by Drake, Spotify plays me some other music. Now I'm in the shower. I can't get to my phone. And so I don't even know what's playing. I'm like, yo, that was a great song. I think it plays me like two songs by the same artist. And then when I get out of the shower, I have no idea who this person was. I can't remember the hook or nothing. All I know is like, I really like that song. I think those two songs are better than the Drake songs that I heard. And I can't even do nothing about it. This is where I'm at. This is why I'm like, yo, Spotify has way too much power. I think that computers, artificial intelligence, all these like Netflix, all these systems, before you show me something, like ask me a question. I get offended when these programs, they think that, oh, hey, you just listen to that, and so maybe you'll like this too. I get offended whether I like the suggestion or not. Like, if it's a good suggestion, I get offended. If it's a bad suggestion, I get offended because, hell, I like control. As a human person, I like autonomy. I want to believe that my thoughts, my ideas are mine. And I don't want to believe that a computer or a person or anything else is controlling what I think. And that's where we are right now. I've been experimenting with artificial intelligence. I've been experimenting with Chat GPT. You can put it up on your phone and have a conversation with this thing. I could show you in real time, but I think this is a personal conversation between me and you. One of those things that I can't stand. I can't stand being in the same room with another human being. And while they're in the room with me, they're looking at their screen. I'm like, hey, humans are already so disconnected. The last thing that we need is not to be engaged with each other while we're in each other's presence. I value your time. I value you. I want to listen to your thoughts, your opinions. I think being a human being is a good thing. As a content creator, I don't want a computer telling me what I should or should not create. I don't want YouTube telling me the types of videos that I can make. This is why I hate Spotify. I think Spotify has taken the power away from the creator and the consumer simultaneously. You and I, as the content creator, and then you as the consumer of the content, we're supposed to have a conversation, a dialogue about what you like and what my purpose and my goals are. Now, there can be a disconnect. You can tell me you don't like that, but simultaneously, I think that it's my responsibility to make things that I believe in, to present my ideas in the best way possible, and not to have an outside force saying, I gotta make this or I gotta make that. And I think a lot of artists right now, they're making music specifically for Spotify. They're making music specifically for TikTok. They're making content that they're leaning into the algorithm. They're like begging the algorithm, please algorithm, I want to go viral. Please algorithm, is this the trending thing? And I think back to like my childhood. I grew up with the Dewey Decimal System. Do you know what that is? You go into a library, these big wooden cabinets. You got to pull out a drawer, find the card. The card has like letters and numbers from the book and the author, and you have to go look through the library, find the book, and you say, I found it. Then we check the book out. You're going to sit with this book for probably a week, or these two books for probably a week. Our access to information was just different. And so in my childhood, it was more personal. And so my relationship to content is just more personal. I want to make videos that I think need to be made, not that I think the algorithm wants to be made. And so if I got a video sitting on my YouTube page, The Greatest American Alive, if that video sits there and only has 40, 20, 10 views, then hell, that's okay with me, because I was able to tell my story or present the information that I wanted to disseminate. And if you so happen to find it like a treasure on the beach, you found a map, you say, oh my gosh, this is so good. And you can go and tell somebody, go run tell that I think word of mouth still spreads content more better than anything. I started off with that Some Sexy Songs for You, and I ain't even try to go back to listen to it. Number one, I didn't think that the music sounded like something that I wanted to take a bath to or party to or do it. And that's crazy because he had the dude Party Next Door on the album. Why he do that for? For some of you music geniuses, tell me why he came out instead of just making a super Drake dope album of Drake spitting. I can tell you why Drake ain't making no super dope album of just Drake spitting, because that's not what he is. Drake is not a super spitter. I don't even know how we even got to the place where we're considering him the guy that made Marvin's Room, the guy that made the super what's them people called? Man, them nasty men who talk bad about other men to women. That's how they get women. Those are the nastiest men that were, he ain't treating you the way he's supposed to treat you. I would treat you so much. Oh my God, those are the worst. Back in my day, they called him Splackavelli. Every woman needs that one Splackavelli. The man she can call when her man ain't treating her right. He can do it all night. Splackavelli. Those are some nasty niggas. I think AI is the Splackavelli of the content creation. It's taking originality, reworking it, and disseminating it as if it's its own. But all it is stealing thoughts and stealing ideas. Good artists steal, a good artist copy, great artists steal. I don't know who said that, but I know that I am just another version of other content creators that came before me. I am an amalgamation of all the ideas that I've consumed in my life. And I think that's what makes humanity real personal, because each one of us has a different lived experience, a different reference point. So when we talk to each other, we're exchanging information to grow. And I don't think I want a computer or Spotify or YouTube or anyone who's Instagram or TikTok telling me, hey, this is the direction that I want your brain to go. These are the thoughts that I want you to think. These are the words that are acceptable to say. No. We're at that place right now where the computer can say, these are the thoughts that are acceptable to think. These are the words that you can say. And if you say these words, we're gonna take you off the air. And now when information is so valuable, when relationships are this valuable, I take this very seriously. I take it seriously. I take ownership of everything that I am. I think the biggest message going forward, like when I started off, I said I hate Spotify. How do we fight against Spotify? How do we fight back against YouTube and Google and all these big companies that have so much money? How does the small person fight back? Just because I'm little doesn't mean I'm not valuable. I own myself in the physical realm, the digital realm, the spiritual realm, and all realms into perpetuity. No one can ever own me. I don't need a Declaration of Independence or a Constitution to claim my autonomy. God made me free. I think in this world that we live in, we forget that there's something more bigger than us. Like AI can know everything that humans did, but God knew everything that humans were going to do before humans did it. That's a different relationship. And I want to have a different relationship with my technology, and I want to have a different relationship with you. AI and technology, those are tools to help me get more connected to humans. I want to know everything that's going on in your life so that we can make you the greatest American alive.
The Greatest American Alive.